This is Tony's card trick, and I hope you enjoy it. We have a spectator, let's say a spectator right here, and I've never done this sitting before, but we're going to make it work anyways. Hello sir, what's your name? Michael. Michael, pleasure to meet you. Let's try something out. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards, like so. Now I want you to just point to any card you want for me. Let's say they stop at this one, and I'll show it to the audience. You could hopefully see that card. Yes, okay. And I'll actually do a standing so you can actually see it. We're going to get that card and we'll leave it underneath their foot. It would normally be underneath their foot, but for the context, we'll leave it under a card box. We'll cut the cards and give it a shuffle. Excuse me for going out of frame. I have never done this sitting, and it was meant to be done standing. Let's enjoy. We take the top card, which is the 7 of spades. I'm not sure if that was your card. I don't think so. But check this out. If I get the 7 of spades and actually give it a little wave, you can actually change it into the ace of diamonds. I believe that's your card, guessing by your reaction. And if the ace of diamonds is over here, you can check underneath your foot or the card box, and they'll see the 7 of spades. My name is Dan. Hope you enjoyed it, and that is Tony's card trick. Thank you. Hello everyone, Dan here with another card trick that has a lot of sentimental value. It was created after someone loosely close to me, a close acquaintance, had passed away from my high school. This is Tony's card trick. We're going to actually have a spectator. What's your name, sir? Let's say it's Michael. Michael, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to cut the cards like so, and I just want you to point to any card you want. Let's say they point to this card right here, and let's display it for the camera. Hopefully you can see it. Good. Okay, and we'll leave it right there, and it would usually be in this context underneath their foot, and then we'll, just for context in the performance, we'll place it right there. Excuse me for standing. I don't usually go to do it sitting. We'll give the cards a cut, and maybe a quick shuffle. Doesn't even matter. We're also going to use the top card, 7 of spades. I do not believe that was your card. Guess also your reaction. But check this out. If I get the 7 of spades and I actually just give it a little press, you can actually see it change into your card, the ace of diamonds. Now if the ace of diamonds is over here, what's underneath your foot? Or in this case the card box. And they can check it out for themselves and see it's a 7 of spades. My name is Dan. This is my sentimental trick called the Tony's card trick. I hope you have a good one. I'll be honest, outside of one of my coin transpositions, which gets huge reactions, I still feel that this card trick is one of my best, and though the concept is simple, it's so beautiful, and I think it's the best transposition ever. It's just so amazing. Let's get into it. We're going to need, in this rare case, we're going to need a duplicate. And normally I hate and shun duplicates very much. But there is a great reason for this, and it's just for the double whammy hitter, and no one even thinks of a duplicate in all the times I performed it. So in this context we'll be using 2 7 of spades, and then for contrast, as the card will be forcing, will be the ace of diamonds. We'll place it right there. It could be any card, any other card, or duplicates you want to use, but that's just for the context. 7 of spades, ace of diamonds, 7 of spades. That is the order on the top. And place them on top, and we're ready to go. It's easy to reset, and it really was. I really did raise funds for her passing with this card trick. I think I raised over $100 and gave it all away because she was just a really cool person, and sad she didn't get to live out everything. And there were 2 other people that passed away. It was a crazy car wreck. Anyways, so we got the 3 cards on top. Now, how we started off, there's 2 methods I'm going to go into, and we're going to describe the first method, the one that we did in the performance. So I have a break underneath the top card, Okay, then we cut off half the pack, or we can cut off a quarter and then another quarter if you really want to do a double undercut. And then you get in the same position where, because you hold the one card break, and then the two cuts, the cards go on top. The position now is the 7 of spades is right here on the bottom of the pack, and then the ace is on top of the lower end, and then the 7 of spades right here. Okay? And we're going to do basically just a classic force. And we aim as hard as we can to hit the ace of diamonds. Do only the classic force if you feel you're confident enough. And you have one out, well, not really an out, but a guidance. Rather than take a card, you say just point to one, and if in case they try to take one, now they reconsider, and then they just point to another one real fast. And you got 2 shots to hit your mark. So let's say they hit right here. They hit your force card. Okay, so then you show it hiding on the right-hand side the 7 of spades. There's 2 of them, but we're only flashing one, and if we can, we'd like to cover it so they don't even know what that card was. So we make it so they can only see this ace of diamonds right here. Now in the camera, or just how it comes on display in the performance, it just was hard to show up because of the lighting. Just the lighting, how it hits the ace of spades goes invisible. But normally you can see it easily. Okay, hopefully you see ace of diamonds. Now as we come down, and this is the important part. This is something I saw from some magic book. I don't remember where. It's something Shinlin popularized again. So as we come down, the fingers are going to grab, the first and second fingers are going to grab on this ace of diamonds and pull it back into the pack. So it doesn't even have to be pulled perfectly square, but it just has to be pulled back into the pack, close enough. And at the same time, the thumb is going to jut out the top card of the lower pack, like so. So in action, or in slow motion action, revealing it, we show the ace of diamonds. Okay, we show it, and as we come down, in the motion of going down, we do this. We pull out, pull in, and then push out, using the thumb to jut that card out. Boom. And it looks, the retention is that the card never even changed. And hopefully it showed in the performance that it seemed like the card never changed. So a couple times. That's a switch. That's a switch. And in slow motion, that's what it looks like. Okay, and so we swapped out the ace of diamonds right here for the 7 of spades here in a casual up and down motion, larger action covering the smaller action, using misdirection and the frames of movement of the eye, the fact that the eye can't catch it. Kind of cool. Now what I've always done in performance is, after showing the card, I just let it fall. And in this case, I go halfway down to their feet and then drop the card. And then I tell them to put their foot on top of it, securing the card. And that's really what I do in realistic performance. Because of the limited context here, we just do it and then put the card box on top. But normally, I would have that card placed under someone's foot. It makes it more memorable, and people say, "Hey, dude, do that trick where the card appears under the foot, man." And that's probably what they're talking about, aside from Chicago Surprise. So we get the 2 cards right here, the ace of diamonds and the other 7 of spades, which is right here. And we just push them over onto the lower pack. So we just take these 2 cards right here and just casually push them together. They casually do a card equipment. They just come together, and they just, your left hand pulls those bottommost cards of the upper pack, ace of diamonds, 7 of spades, onto the top part of the lower pack right here. They come together, and you can do whatever cut you want, shuffle, whatever, retaining. You don't even have to do the shuffle, I just do a cut. You're just retaining those 2 cards. Eventually, you basically control these cards from this position, push them over, and now they're on top in whatever format you want. Okay? So we're in this position. Their ace of diamonds, their select cards right here, 7 of spades, 7 of spades. Okay, now we're all set up because they think nothing's happened yet. They didn't really select a card. Well, they did select a card, but we're not trying to find it. They don't know where to go with this. So it makes it much more free to whatever you want to do. We turn over the top card. As we turn over the top card, we can get a break under the second card, whatever method you want to use, or you can just display it. It's a random card to them. They didn't see the pack and they have no significance of it as it's not their selection. So I know this probably isn't your card, Seven of Spades, but we're going to try something amazing with it. And you do your favorite change from here. And making sure you always show the back of the Seven of Spades before you do the change. Otherwise, they're going to assume it's a double facer. And I've gotten that multiple times from spectators. So we always display it very fairly. I try to be as open as I can. And then do whatever's changed from the shapeshifter to my twirl change, to which I covered in the last video, some details on that, to change I'll cover in another jam session. The I don't even know what to call it, the press or wave change. I don't even know what to call this one, but it's a really, really cool little change. Just being able to do this wave, because whatever you position you want to do, or duck change. I know many magicians will want to do the duck change for this. Whatever you choose to do, you're in the position that you have the top card and you change it from the top card to second card. Whatever you want to do. Okay? They change it however you want to do it. They see their card. They're like, ooh la la, amazing. And then I would say, if I change your, a random card to your card over here, what's over there, and then you made a change, a beautiful change of one card to another, into now a transposition, and that freaks them out even harder. And those are my ideas on the method 1. Hope you enjoyed it. Now for method 2 is, I was just working on it just before I filmed it. I believe it looks like so. Okay. So in the position for method 2, and this is for alternate changes, however you want to play it out, the positioning is that you have the ace of diamonds on top, and then followed by the 2 7 of spades. Okay? And you just swing cut the pack, no breaks necessary, and then just force. So now you got a break underneath the upper packet, and so it's ace of diamonds, 7 of spades, 7 of spades. And then you just classic force the ace of diamonds again. Show it, and this time you don't have to worry about the other card because it's not there. The 2 7s are right here. And then you do a switch out. Okay? Now leading you to the position of where this is the 7 of spades, the second card. We have an ace of diamonds over here, and we have an ace 7 of spades over here. So to get reset, or set up for the next phase, what we do is we just add the ace of diamonds to the lower packet, get a break above the ace of diamonds, and then just cut the pack, whatever you want to do, and now you're set up for this position. And it's a different one because now you would do a double. And then you can do whatever you want with a double to make this card change from the 7 of spades to the ace of diamonds. You can do in an earlier jam session, you can do my wave, my side steal cover card change, which looks like this. You give it a wave, and then you can cleanly show the ace of diamonds right off like that. You can do a side steal change. You can hell, you can even do something subtle like let me actually get the 7 of spades. There we go. Wow, I got lost in there. You could even just do a double. So in this case, we show a 7 of spades. That's not their card. And we say, oh, yeah, I know it's not your card, but we're going to try something, do something amazing with it. We do the my double lift touches in the same video as side steal change, and we can just set up. We stretch our arms. We've already switched out the card, and then give a flick, and then you see it change. Which is pretty dang fooling. It's like Di Vernon said the essence of true magic is the absence of moves, which all we did was to display a card. We haven't done anything yet. We're setting up, and now they're ready to focus, and now it's already done, and you just... How do you beat that? There's nothing. There's just a moment of magic. Wow. Then you say the same usual thing. My ace of diamonds is over here. What's over here? And then you got the 7 of spades. And that is the best usage I've ever... I'll just say it. This is the best usage I've ever seen of a duplicate I've ever seen. It allows for such freeness and 2 changes in one. No one suspects a double. It doesn't seem like that. It's just so crazy impossible. And if you really need to clean up, you can just you can have the cards, a card box under your armpit, and then when they're reacting or doing whatever, if you think there's gonna be a skeptic out there, you can casually, while they're reacting, the misdirection of reaction, and they're not looking at you, make sure they're not looking at you when you do it. Palm off the top card as you take the card box and you put the card box away, and then you can do it there, or even easier without a palm. You can just grab the card box from underneath, add it to the top of the pack for a brief half second. You can add on the seven of spades there and put it away. You're clean, however you want to do it. But I don't think people will ever really check for this. Not in my experience. They're too blown away by this trick. My name is Dan Perez. This is my precious Tonis card trick, and I hope you enjoy it.